All right, how are you now? It's November 15th. It's opening day of trapping season in New Jersey, which isn't nearly as depressing as it sounds. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I was lucky enough to get a beaver permit this year for December in New Jersey with our lottery system, but I don't really have high hopes for that. I've done a lot of scouting and haven't seen much sign, at least nothing recent. So I'll give that a shot and hope for the best. But in the meantime, what we do have a lot of around here is raccoons. So what I got here is a Duke DP, the dog-proof trap, and I'm gonna set this here right by a tree. I got a little creek running behind me here that possums and raccoons run along every night. So I'm gonna use my secret bait here, imported all the way from East Hanover, New Jersey. This is the best stuff you can use, pound for pound. They love this shit. And so do I, because fuck diabetes. So, work it into the trap, get the trigger set. Set the trap in the ground here. And I got a little tree right here I'm gonna wire off to. I'm gonna try to go up high on it just to kind of prevent him from trying to chew through the wire once he starts running away. So what this trap does, he puts his hand in it and it hits the trigger and it holds him there. Doesn't hurt him, it's not hard, just enough so he can't pull his hand back out through the loop. So now we got this set. I'm gonna go set one more like it, just down the creek a little bit, and we'll check this in the morning. All right, so that dog-proof raccoon set that I showed you with the chocolate chip cookies, well, I produced last night when I was to check it this morning, it was gone. There was a 100-pound test cable holding it on, and somehow the bastard chewed it off. But it was down there in the bottom of the swamp. Follow the trail through the leaves, all the way up to this garbage pile here. And there he is, stuck in the garbage pile with the chain wrapped around him. So he made it a good ways though. It's pretty impressive. So I'm gonna take care of him now and then we'll get back at her. All right, here's a look at that big boar raccoon that almost got away. He is beautiful. Big boy, beautiful thick coat, good tail. He's not all shitted up with mud and dirt and shit and ticks and all that, so he's a good first day catch, and we'll see what else we get out there. Hey, all right, so I'm not gonna get into a whole fur handling video, but one thing I thought was important to show you, because I've had a lot of issues with this in the past, was when it comes to fur handling, brush. Because when you're fleshing the animal, and like if you don't get a little burr out of the fur, that bump will be under the skin. So when you're on the flesh side and you're pushing with your fleshing knife, you're gonna rip a hole wide open in it. That's happened to me several times on several different animals, but it's a learning process. So especially if you're planning on selling your fur at auction, not NAFA, because apparently they're going bankrupt or something. They're not going to have an auction for the 2019-2020 season. But if you plan on selling your fur, it's going to lose a lot of value if you, the nicks, holes, stuff like that. So save yourself the frustration and aggravation. All you have to do is just get a brush. I got this at the dollar store. Brush out the fur before you skin and flesh it. All right? Hope that helps. All right, real quick, I just want to show you. I got the coon here all fleshed out and just rinsed it over and wrung it out. And now I'm going to board it. Right here is the muskrat we boarded earlier. And that's a coon from earlier in the season. So I'm going to get the raccoon board up real quick, tack it down, and let it dry over the next few days. So got lucky. He wasn't rolling around in mud really, so didn't have to do much washing. I just gave it a good rinse and wrang him out. Go. All right. Now, so what I'm going to do is the belly board. Slide that in under the stomach, up to where the hole in the mouth cutout is. And here we go. Now all I got to do is tack that down. And take the tail. I'll pull that down and tack that down too. Split right down the middle. And I'll take a little piece of mesh wire screen to put over it so it dries out and it holds it open. And yeah, in 2 days we'll have a nice dried out pelt just like that. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, I'm back out here on the Beaver Dam. It's 28th of December now. It's the second day, or well, third day really. Second day trap check. Yesterday I came back, nothing was set off except for one trap. It was right where the run went into the lodge. So I was worried that all I just did was educate that beaver. So I set a couple more traps and I came back this morning and I realized that although these are all beaver dams out here, there's about 4 or 5 of them, that I don't even know if there's beaver in here. I haven't seen any recent sign. But then I also had this little fella here. A little muskrat. So, okay, I'm extremely happy to have him. It's better than nothing. So we'll get him out and we'll see if we can get after some beaver. All right, so I want to give you another look at that muskrat we just got out of the Conibears 330. Not too bad size of a guy. So yeah, we'll keep getting at her. Now also, as a disclaimer, I just wanted to add, these traps here, the Conibears 330s, here in New Jersey, they have to be fully submerged underwater. And the trap tags here have to be above water. So, you know, every state's got their different rules and regulations. And really the only reason I'm saying this is for all the Boy Scouts out there who are going to be watching just to like nitpick at shit like, oh, well, technically, you know, you're not supposed to, but it's got altitude, I have diabetes. Well, I am very passionate about wildlife conservation and management. So even if I don't necessarily always agree with them, I follow each state's rules and regulations. So otherwise, we're just hurting ourselves as outdoorsmen. So always practice that. All right? Thanks for watching. All right, so I haven't really had any luck finding any active muskrat sign or anything. So right now, I just got the best spot I could find over on this pond where I'm gonna set a couple 110s. And some of them are baited with a little piece of potato and carrot. So I figure if I can't find them, I'll see if I can get them to come to me. And we'll give that a shot. So we'll come back and check and see what happens. We didn't have the coyote that we were hoping for. But we did manage to get this guy, a nice beautiful red. His fur's getting prime with the cold weather we've been having the last few weeks. So catch is a catch. Let's get back at her. Hey, just wanted to do another quick close-up here. This red fox we just got out of the coyote snare set. Beautiful, beautiful coat on this animal. Perfect head catch. It's a redneck convent snares. They're really cheap. You can get them on Amazon Prime, and they work great. It's a great product. So get out there and give it a shot. All right, next day after we caught that red fox in the snare at the coyote set, and got another fox. And then last night this came through and got caught in the snare set. See, really good tight catch around the neck with the convent redneck convent snares. So I'll get him taken care of and keep putting them back up. Hopefully we'll get a coyote soon enough. All right, so now what I got is that muskrat we got the other day. And you can see now it's all dried out, it's done. It's got this real dry papery cardboard consistency to it. So this one I'm not going to sell at auction. I'm just going to keep. But if I were, I would just leave it this way, flesh out, fur in. But for now, this one I want to keep as a wall hanger. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of sandpaper to soften it up a bit, and then some water, just very lightly dampen it so I can flip it back inside out. So actually right side out. So we'll see how that works out. All right, so we got him right side out again. And he's still a little stiff, but just this fur is incredibly soft. And it's just like a small beaver. I love it. Muskrat is a really underrated animal, you know, just because of their names and the way they look, but they're a great animal. You know, they smell good too. It's weird to say, but and that's where they get the name from, because they're a rat that has a musk to them, and it's actually kind of a really nice sweet vanilla aroma, like beaver castor. So underrated animal, beautiful.
Hi, I'm a dinosaur. Ah!
It's a beautiful morning out in the woods this morning, and we had another successful night trapping. Come back this morning and got this beautiful big opossum here. Getting ready to go out for some beavers later this afternoon, and this is a good way to start the day. It's a good icebreaker. So I'll take him, get him all taken care of, and we'll keep getting out and see what else we get today. Good morning. We're back out setting more beaver traps. Got a big lodge right here, and on the other side of the lake there's another one. We haven't been having too much luck in the beavers. It's just there's not a lot around, so I'm working with what I got. I've never caught a beaver before, so just to get one this season that'd really be great for me. But we've done good with everything else: raccoons, muskrat, fox, just beaver and coyotes, all the things left on my list. So I'm gonna set a few at the 330s here. I'm gonna put them at this lodge and the one back there. So we'll see what happens. Made it out to the second lodge here, and there's a significantly steeper drop off where it just goes down here. So feeling around with my foot, I can feel here is the entrance for the lodge, right down here. So I'm gonna find a couple sticks, drop this 130 down there, and hopefully between this and the other lodge back there, we'll connect with something tomorrow. All right, we'll see you. The last one I got out here today is my third spot. Right here is a bank den. It goes under about 4 feet right there, and it drops off just up to my waist, whereas over here it's only like less than knee deep. So from here straight into here to this bank den, we're shuttling back and forth between the lodge. So if I put a trap here at the bank den, one here at the entrance of the lodge, I mean, it's got to connect at that point. If not, Jersey just sucks. I'm going to move to some other state like Wisconsin or some shit. All right, so we'll check and I'll see if we get anything. Well, I'm back out checking these traps I set the other day on these lodges. The first one we got to back there was set off, nothing in it. This one right here, the bank den, I don't know if you can see that, but that's still there. So walk across to this guy. Looks like he was set off, but I don't see anything in it. Nope. Son of a bitch. Well, I'll set him back up and try again. Hey, we're on the we're night check here. I got work the rest of the week, so I'm not gonna have much time to come out to check these traps. So I'm gonna walk around, see if I got anything. If not, pull them. And we're coming up on the first one here at this lodge, and the 330 was right there. It looks like it was moved, so that's a good sign. and it feels pretty fucking heavy. And oh yeah, yeah, there we go. First beaver. Oh, I am a happy boy. All right, I'll get this out of the trap and we'll give you a better look at him. All right, so we finally got that beaver that we were after. Big old feet on him. It's not the biggest beaver in the world, but he'll make a nice little blanket. Got him in the Duke 330. So that just makes me so happy. For a long time, I didn't think I was even going to get a beaver this year just because we weren't having any luck connecting. And then we head out here on this lake, finally get one, and just as luck would have it, as soon as we pull this one in, there was another one slapping his tail, swimming around the lodge as we were pulling him out. So next time I get off of work, I guess I'll be coming back here. All right. I just got done skinning out that beaver we just got, and I think it came out pretty well so far. Still gotta flesh it. I took the tail, butterflied it. Put that in the freezer with the pelt until I can get back at it at a later day. I'm busy with work and all that right now, but yeah, so I'll get to the fleshing probably at some point later this week. And it came out perfect for the first time. I took my time with it, no cuts. So yeah, we'll keep going with it, and hopefully we get more practice with it, better pelts coming out. So all right, it's been a good year so far. Let's keep it going. Here's the first beaver I got that I'm gonna board this year, and I just had them all fleshed. So gotta get them stretched out and tacked down to this board. And there's an opossum and fox that I'm tanning right now because the pelts are a little too screwed up to sell, so just tan and make wall hangers out of them. All right, well, I'll show you a finished product when I'm done here, tacking it to the board. There, here it is all boarded out. Stretch and tack down. I just use regular carpet tacks because that's all I had to work with. So, like I said, it's not the biggest beaver, but it's the first one I got, and I'm really happy about it. So I'll keep out trying to get a bigger one for next time. Well, the good news is I got another lodge here. The bad news is it's thin ice. It's too thick to walk through, really, but too thin to walk across. So just slowly pushing my way through to get to there. It better be worth it. It better be a big goddamn beaver, and that's all I gotta say. But put a trap out, and I'll let you know if I get anything. Whew! It's getting a little cold now, and a little deep. Oh, it took a little longer than we thought, and got a little wet because it was deeper than I thought. But I got a 330 set down there, and a 330 set down there, where the entrance is running in the lodge. So it's the best I could do with that. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know if I get anything. Just for good measure, as just in case the 330s we put out didn't work, I put a little caster mount set right here. So if the two at the lodge entrance don't connect, maybe Milligan brand beaver lure will do the trick. So we'll see. Okie dokie artichoke. I made the trip back out to the lodge here. and I came back out. The trail I came through yesterday was frozen over already, and there's a little open channel in a horseshoe shape there that I guess they were using. So they might have just went around me altogether. There's above that hill, there's another little swamp where yesterday after I left, there was a big beaver there. That's private property, and actually the property owner came out while I was there taking pictures, and he came out to take pictures off also, and he didn't really seem too keen on the idea of me trapping the beavers. I guess he liked them or something, so that's fine, no problem. I'll work with what I got here. And coming up on the first trap, try not to fall in and drop my phone. And it doesn't really look like anything was set off. So, oh geez. Stepping on the feed bed. Let's try to get in a little closer here. All right. I can't do this one-handed. I'll tag back in a second. The trap's moved, but I think it may have just been set off on the log. It wasn't a log. I pulled it out, got stuck all the way on the bottom, and we got a big beaver. He's not the biggest I've seen, but he's a heck of a lot bigger than the last one we got. So it's a herky-derky wild turkey. We'll check the other traps and then get out of here and see you on the next one. Here's up close look at the beaver. The Belial 30-30 doing what it does. It's a great trap. The tail significantly bigger than the last beaver I got, so it just keeps getting better and better out here. This is great. So we'll keep getting at it. All right, see you on the next one. Here's something you probably won't see on any other trapping channel, and that's how to do laundry. So trapping season is long enough and hard enough to get out as it is, so keep your wives and girlfriends happy and just do the laundry once in a while, and they won't care about you going out as much, especially coming home smelling like wet swamp and beaver. So set the load extra large, turn it to wash, regular fabrics, pull out the button so it starts filling up. These smell amazing, so sprinkle a few of them in. Fabric softener goes right there. And finally, the detergent. Now, you're supposed to fill the cap up to that line. You don't need to do all that. That's just extra steps. So just eyeball it. Yeah, get a little bit in there. 10, that's good. All right. Cap back on. And now, all you gotta do is just throw in the laundry. Oh, that's bad. All right. Load her up. Agitate it a bit, get it all stirred around. And that's it. Let the machine do the rest. Okay, this is gonna be a quick run through of a trap check with some fox snares and raccoon sets I set last night. Just gonna run through a quick check before work, just in case we got anything in them. And it snowed last night, and you can see a lot of little fox tracks around here. So hopefully that's a good sign for us. Heading down the edge of the lot here. Now I set a snare set right over here where I got my first one of the season, which is only about 50 feet from where I got the next two. So this has got a piece of rebar with the stake wired off with number 9 wire, holding right over this little trail that they've been running through. So I'll just leave that there for now. It's only a matter of time before they run through it again. But there's still plenty of little fox tracks running through here. So we'll see. Hopefully, maybe we connected with one down here, or at least got a raccoon out of it. So. You know, that's one of the things I like about trapping in the snow is it's easier to see the tracks where they're coming and going from, areas that they frequent, so you get a better idea where you're going to want to set a snare. Alright, I just put a raccoon Duke dog proof right here. See, that's untouched. Coming over to the next one. That's untouched. And dog tracks going down here. And looks like I had a knockdown here. You see the little tracks coming through right here where I had this snare set up. So, set up real quick. Alright, need both hands for this guy. Ah, well. He must have just plowed right through that. So actually have this set up a little bit higher too. Maybe that was part of the issue. Alright, so they've been through there before, they'll come through again. Just keep trying. Alright, I'll check back in when I get something so you guys could actually see something. Alright, I'm doing the morning check before work, and I haven't seen anything with snares yet. But we got a coon in our DP set here. Oh, he's trying to get away. I gave him enough chain of wire to get around with, but he's still stuck on there. He's not getting anywhere. So I'll take care of him and get him out and keep checking. Nope, nothing's in the snare sets. So all right, I'll take him care of and give you a look at him. Okay, here's a close look at the coon we just caught in DP. There's a dog proof we caught it in Crossman 177. So use dispatch him with. He's a good coat on him. So one more for the pile for the season. So got about a month to go. See what else we can get. Muskrat we just pulled out of the river and dried him off. It's a pretty big rat. So we got lucky, got a really rare, nice, warm 60-degree day in January. So keep setting more and turn the camera back on when I get some more to show you. I'm in this new spot I found. This older beaver sign and some newer beaver sign. So I went around looking for lodges and banked ins, and also set a couple 110s for muskrat. So I haven't found a good spot to set for the beaver yet. This is a trap I set where I saw a muskrat run coming through, and here we got him. Caught him right in the 110. It's a pretty big muskrat. So hopefully get a few more of them out of there and find the beavers. Alright, so I got another lodge I'm gonna set. There's an entrance right here that goes up in. So I got Conibear 280 I'm gonna put here. So I'm not sure if it's muskrat or beaver in this house, so I'm gonna do both. I got a 330 Belial on an entrance on the other side's bigger, and here I'll put this in. So see if I can get that in. There we go. And stick it in on the other side. Alright, there we're set at this lodge entrance. So I'll turn it back on if we get anything. Beaver trapping is by far my favorite part of trapping season. Just being out here in the open, all different kinds of animals, being out in the water. That is just more exciting, you know, snaring foxes or setting raccoon traps. I just feel like I enjoy it more. So, just being out here in the middle of nowhere in a pond. You know, doing investigating work and putting in the traps where the lodge entrances are. So we'll check back in, see if we can get anything in the next few days. We're set running under the road. Not sure if they're clogging that up with all kinds of sticks and debris that they're cutting down over here. They're just eating up anything that they can get their hands on to clog up the water from running through there. So I set another Conibear 330 going through that. So if they're traveling through this corridor at night, which this stretch right here I believe they're going through to get to the other side, should grab them in the next day or two. So we'll turn it back on for that. All right, let's skin the muskrat. First, cut from the inside of the leg to the tail. So from here to there, like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Cut through right up to the tail. Go around the vent, which is a polite way of saying asshole. Open it all the way up so it goes all the way across. Go around the top part of the tail, as close to the edge of the tail as you can. Go around the foot at the heel with the fur ends. Break that off. Break that off. And just free up. There's your muskrat. Now all you gotta do is flush it, stretch it, and dry it. All right, good morning. I'm doing a trap check before work. We're at the culvert set for Beaver from the other day. Just gonna run out and check it, and we'll run up the road and check the swamp. Here. And Conibears gone. Good. Okay, I see it. I don't know if you can make it out on camera. Try to grab it without falling in. Perfect dead catch. Got him going into the culvert. Sorry about the camera. Just go. All right. Oh, he's a big one. Big old swamp donkey. Well, that's a good sight to see first thing in the morning. So I'll go check the swamp and turn it back on if I get something there too. All right, I'm out at one of the lodges. About 5 a.m. You can't see on the camera, but there's a couple of beavers swimming around splashing as we're trying to walk out there. Looks like 3 of them out there still swimming. So at least I know that we are in a good spot. And that is here. I'm gonna walk up to the 220 or 280 that we set. And it looks like it's still set. They're splashing around out there still. Okay, so that's still set. I'm gonna leave that. And the bile down there is still set, I can see. All right. They're still splashing though. All right, so we just got the one out of the culvert for now, so I'm happy with that. So, all right, I'll turn it back on when we get more. There's a better look at the beaver now out of the trap. It's still a little dark out, but this goes out good. The body mass of this guy is enormous. Try to get the camera propped up. There we go. They've been getting bigger each time. The first one was probably like a 2-year-old or kit small. The next one was bigger. This guy, even bigger. Like all 50 pounds of them. So, all right. Still got a few tags left to fill out, so see how many more I can get in the next month. All right, well, we hit it good now. I got permission from a friend of mine by a farmer who owns a shit ton of property up here. And he's got a lot of muskrats. We just caught one out here in a Conibear 110. So I'm just gonna reset here. He's got you can see with the dark, hold on. But right there's a run coming through, and right there is a run coming through. So let me figure out the light situation and I'll turn it back on for you. All right, that's a little better. As you can see, the sandy bottom, and then there's another one right over there. So I'm just gonna set 2 more there, and all up and down this creek and that pond way in the back. We got them set. So we got a few out of here so far. I'm gonna try to get a few more. All right, I'm gonna do a night check, and finally caught another red. It's the 4th red fox of the year. I got him in a snare set. It's been a while. The Crossman 177. It's an air gun they use to dispatch them with. It's a waist catch. So beautiful thick prime coat. Well, we got a long night ahead of me, so I'll get back at it and hopefully get some sleep soon because I gotta be at work early. So, but at least now I got this out of the way, so I'll have to get up extra early to come out and check the snare set because we're all good. So, all right. Hope you guys have a good night. Take care.